Today on the channel from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Super 7 Ultimate Edition Series 2, we got the Red Ranger.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today on the channel, from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Series 2, we got the Red Ranger. But for all your Red Ranger needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description below. And that's exactly what I did, is these are hot off the truck over at Big Bad Toy Store. These are shipping out right now. So if you pre-ordered or want to order, that is the place to go. And I'm sure the Entertainment Earths of the world, Super 7s, some of those will have it eventually here. And I'm kind of shocked Super 7 hasn't shipped these out. Maybe they have. Maybe I just missed it. But I did get mine from Big Bad Toy Store. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So let's check out the old packaging on this. Much slimmer than some of the other ones in this line. Of course, we get a lot of big beasts and Zords. These are the Plain Jane. I don't know if Plain Jane is the right word, but this is the Red Ranger, the Power Ranger. Old Jason himself, really. I got the old Tyrannosaurus Rex logo there. Feels really cool. I love the packaging on here. Got the green and lightning kind of colors going on. Nothing on the sides. Then, of course, we know on the back the old Power Ranger logo. And then we got the usual slipcover case. Of course, Super 7 always gives us these. I will say we did not have the cardboard mailer with these. So I don't know if Super 7s went away with those or what's going on, but there was no cardboard mailer with this one or any of this line or the Toxic Crusader line, which we also unboxed here on the channel. But there he is, the old Red Ranger, looking only like a Red Ranger could look. All kinds of accessories there, all kinds of hands, all kinds of heads. I don't know what's going on with those heads. We'll talk about that. But you got the Ranger look. You got the wraparound lightning looking really nice. Love what I see on the packaging. On the back, a little glamour shot. And then, of course, you got to have the blurb. Let's see what it says about old Jason the Red Ranger. Jason Lee Scott, it sounds like I'm his mom yelling at him or something, was Zordon's choice to lead the Power Rangers. He is brave and bold like the Tyrannosaurus power he wields. Jason is able to hold his own against the likes of Goldar and the evil Green Ranger. He uses a power sword against the Putty Patrol and Rita Repulsa's monsters. When it was time for Jason to leave for the Geneva Peace Conference, his powers were transferred to Rocky DeSantos after proving himself worthy of the Red Ranger mantle with his martial arts skills and willingness to help the most defenseless in their time of need. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I was wondering, oh, that's what the difference is in the heads. I was confused for a second. I was like, what's going on here? But that's Rocky's head in there. I thought it was two Jason heads with different colors, but one's Rocky, one is Jason, of course. So that makes a little bit more sense to me. And as I always say with these things, I always order them, and usually Super 7, you're looking at 12 to 14 months until they do come, as we do know, and you kind of forget what's going on. And it comes, and it's a little bit of a surprise when you do the unboxing, and that's where we are here today. But there it is, Red Ranger Plastic Prison, looking pretty good there. We do get a double plastic prison, as we got a second plastic prison, if I can get that cut. Oh, the toughest tape in the game right there, I tell you what. And then we're going to get this tape, maybe. Maybe we will. We'll see. There it is. There it is. And we do get extra arms here, and we do get the dragon shield, so we got some of that going on there. So I'm here for that. Some things going on. Definitely interesting. So let me take this offline. Let me pop all this stuff out. We'll be back talking all things Red Ranger. All right, we got Jason out of the package here. One thing to note is this back little plastic piece here, there's a little indentation in the middle, and I didn't have anything in here. So I'm not sure if I'm missing a piece and it just wasn't packed in there. Not exactly sure what's going on there. So I guess some of you eagle-eye viewers, when I go through all these accessories, if I'm missing an accessory and you have one, let me know in the comments down below. But there was nothing in that little indentation spot there. So I thought that was a little bit strange. But let's dive into these things. Let's go through all this. And we're going to start out with the accessories. We're going to start with the hands here. And Jason came to fight. 2 Fists of Fury out of the package. Definitely here for that. And then we got all the kinds of crazy ninja hands. We got the old 2-finger ninja hand going on. We got the left and right version of that. We get gripping hands. You got to have a traditional gripping hand. We got to have those. So we got one with a little bit longer grip, we got one with a little bit of a tighter grip. Of course, all white gloved hands like we're used to. And then we get the opposite ones here. So, as usual, choose your own hand adventure. You got a morpher. Of course, you got to have a morpher with the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. They got to be able to change, of course. So we got a morpher right there. We've seen those before. We get a lot of most out of our molds, especially with these Power Ranger figures, as they're the same bodies throughout, just a few different things. But that's where they save money at Super 7 to make us the King Sphinxes and some of these Zords and things like that they can't get reuse out of. They can get reuse out of these Rangers, of course, as we do know. Then we do get some of the blasters here, and I always like this, the old school like Bandai classic blaster that we used to get back in the day, so we do get that one here. We get the traditional blaster, nice sculpted here. The white, the red, the black, a little bit of blue as well, so we get that. We get the little, I don't know what would they officially call these things? I guess they're still blasters. This one's got like a little knife on the end of it, but I don't know. I don't remember the official name for these two things, but we do have these as well. And we've seen these with all the Rangers, of course, getting the most out of your molds, as we do say. Now we do get the Dragon Dagger here, and you get the holster for it as well, just like we saw with Tommy the Green Ranger, getting the most out of your molds here. So we do have that, and of course you got the Dragon Shield once again, so we got the Dragon Shield, and then we do got the extra arms here. So you have the regular Jason Red Ranger arms, or you can get the Dragon Shield arms here, so you can choose which way you want your Red Ranger. And hardcore fans are probably picking up two of these. You need one for both versions of the Red Ranger, so we do have those. Then we get some more weapons here. You get the big old dragon sword, the Red Ranger sword, of course, one of the iconic weapons, of course, from the Power Rangers in a lot of ways. Silver blade going on. You got the red, the gold, the black attack. Definitely looking good. Definitely looking on brand. And then you got the classic version, no bells and whistles version, we'll call this one here. Definitely not the one to display. Definitely displaying this one. At least I am there. And then we get this little Morphin Jewel thing. Wasn't this all sitting around the table or something like that? And each one had their little cones going up, their little, I don't know, I don't even know what you call it, little laser type things, whatever they're called. But we do get this, and I believe we saw these with the other Rangers we've unboxed here on the channel as well. So once again, working its way through. Now let's check out the heads on these, and of course, you got the Red Ranger helmet. Of course, once again, the Ranger's helmet's always looking good. You got the two eyes at the top, you got the visor, you got the mouth all in silver, and then you got the red helmet. So not a lot of bells and whistles, but definitely classic at the end of the day. But then you get two heads here, and you get the Jason and Rocky head. Jason's head, to me, a little bit pale. It was Angel Grove, wasn't it, in California? You should have a little bit of a hot dog tan going on, if you ask me here. But it does look like Jason. I feel like it's just a little bit too pale. And then on the flip of the side of that, you do get Rocky, and Rocky's got a little bit more of a tan to him here than Jason by far. Definitely both got brown hair. Definitely both Red Rangers. No doubt about it. They were both Red Rangers. To me, though, I'm displaying these with the helmets on. I'm not going to use these heads in my collection, but I do appreciate that we get these, and it is pretty cool. You can do whichever version of Jason or Rocky, whichever one you want to do. You can have with you can pretend this is Jason, or it could be Rocky. You never know. Or you could pop these heads on and really make it Rocky or Jason at the end of the day. But now we're going to dive into the figure here, and like I said, a lot of reuse. We've seen this before, but definitely does work. It works for me. No issues with this. We get the arms that go all the way around. You get the bicep cut. Single jointed elbows, very tight elbow joint. Oh, there it is. And you do get a little, not really any side to side on this one, but very tight elbow joints, so definitely be careful there. You get the hands back forth, side to side, hands removable, as we know. You get the old ab crunch there. You don't see that too much. Or I should say, usually we have Super 7 ab crunches, but they're very tight, and it's barely almost just for looks. But this one actually does give you some movement out of the ab crunch, where some feel like they're kind of fused in place. You get the waist articulation. You get a spot on the belt where you can store that dragon holster. We'll call it a holster there. He does got a little bit of splits, and we're just going to say a little bit of splits. We do got that there. Single jointed knees back and forth, and I'm losing a little bit of paint when I turned that, as I just had some paint fall off there, and it's kind of the way it goes, apparently. Some paint chipping off. Never a fan of that, that's for sure. But we do have some of that. We got more chipping off, so watch out on those joints. I guess it's inevitable, though. And then we do get the ankles back forth, side to side. Usual Super 7 articulation. Now, does he fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? What do you know? Fits perfectly on the stand right there. No issues with that. Definitely looks like the Red Ranger, the red and white attack looking good. You got the Morphin belt there. You got the little Ranger coin looking good there as well. At the end of the day, it's definitely the Red Ranger. There's no doubt about it. There's no confusing this with the Green Ranger or anything else if you know your colors. I guess if you're colorblind, you could confuse some of these guys, but we've had a few other Rangers over the last year. What is time, as we like to say. Got the Yellow Ranger right there, and then of course we got the Green Ranger doing his Green Ranger thing, and then we do have Pink Ranger. Haven't unboxed her yet, but we'll get to her on the channel. And then I believe Series 3 doesn't that have Billy the Blue Ranger, I believe, is in there, and Zach the Black Ranger, I believe, are in Series 3 with the Megazord as well. So we look forward to that one in the future, but we're building out this Ranger team, starting to look good together, especially these Oakland A's colors here on the sides. I'm here for that all day. But definitely cool, definitely must have. If you're collecting this Ranger line, I could see some people saying, I'm not buying the Rangers. I like the Rangers from other properties, but I will buy the Megazords. I will buy the King Sphinxes and the Goldars of the world. There's definitely different ways you can collect this line. There's no doubt about it. But like I keep saying, these Rangers are for me. This is how I want to collect my Rangers. These are my go-to Rangers for my personal collection. But what say you guys out there? You picking up this one? You grabbing the Red Ranger? You a Jason fan or a Rocky fan? Is there anybody that preferred Rocky? It's always tough to come in second, but you guys let me know if you prefer Rocky in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, on Patreon, including early access to videos like this and a ton of other stuff, so check that out. Best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring, of course. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Twitter, X. Still confusing me, but check that out over there on X, and then, of course, Instagram and Threads would be _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Red Ranger and Super 7 Ultimate Edition Series 2, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.